What is up, guys? It's your boy Nathan, and we're back with another Watchalong. We got Brighton versus Wolves, and the Brighton lineups as follows: Steele, Hinchelwood, Van de Hecker, Skipper, Dunk, Estupinian, Gross, Billy Gilmore, and Milner. Up front, we have Bonanote, João Pedro, Welbeck. On the bench, we have Webster, Lamptey, Lalana, Moda, some other youths. Some other youths. And we have for Wolves, we have Sa, Kilman, Totti, Dawson, Samedo, Doyle, Lemina, Neto, Cunha, Sarabia, and Doherty. Here we go. Neto, Sarabia, Cunha. This is going to be an interesting one. This Wolves kit looks very nice. Here we go. Game's about to start. Oh, here we go. Oh, shot straight away by Wolves. Oh, here we go. Great delivery there. Almost reached the destined target. Which would have been Facundo Buonanotte. Here we go. Estupinian through. Pavis. Oh, it went through everybody. Deflected as such. Is it off? Pressure. Foul by Nelson Semedo. Oh, here we go. Stupinian. Oof. João Pedro. Oh, here we go. Hinchelwood. Oh! Oh! Oh my god. First of all, it landed on a plate on his head. Oh, that would have been a good one. Pedro. Over the top. Oh. Danny Welbeck. Just over. Where are the lads? Hello, Jordy. Good evening. Or should I say, probably evening there for you too, isn't it? What is it? 8. No, it's not even 8 o'clock there. My god, it's so late here. Oh, Brighton win this match or else we're going to drop 11th. Bro, if Brighton win, we all get dropped. One spot at least. You, us, Chelsea, we all get dropped by one spot. It's tough, man. Can I be honest with you, Jordy? I'm kind of fed up of the fact that of our scheduling. We could have easily played all those games on one week and put the FA Cup matches on the weekend, but we are playing midweek matches, weekend matches, and we're not even playing a league match yet. I mean, our last league match was on the 16th. Our next league match is going to be on like the 31st. It's absurd, man. It's absurd. Hello. Just absurd how it is here because then we have, and then who knows if our players are all going to get rusty by doing nothing for 2 weeks. Then this weekend we have FA Cup matches. I don't know why it goes from midweek to weekend as well. It's really frustrating how this scheduling conflict is. I mean, they are just, at this rate they're going to just injure people. Oh, here we go. Pedro fakes the shot, waiting for the overlap. Cross comes in. Totti with the block. Clearance by Kilman. There we go. Wolves on the counter. Reverse pass. Oh, here we go. Doherty on the other side of the went from left wing back to in the box. This is going to be a fun one. Here we go. Brighton on the counter. Stupinian. Here we go. Brighton controlling the ball, keeping the passes tight. Try to dictate the pace of the game. Here we go. Laid off to Belbeck by Buonanotte. Over the bar. Over the bar. Good shot. Good try there by Danny Welbeck. Cross comes in from Brighton. Oh! Oh my god, off the line. Hello, Ari. Good evening. Or should I say good morning? Depends on how you look at it, I guess. What a ball. It missed everyone. And the person at the back post didn't expect it to be that long. He drops it for a header. We have the ball just being passed around by Wolves. Hello, Danish. It's been a while, buddy. Oh, I don't. I think it is offside. Oh, it doesn't matter. Jason Steele has come. Would have been close. How have you been, Danish? It's been a while. I told you we have the dreaded Newport County, man. Stressed out. Tough game on the weekend. We'll be doing some FA Cup watch-alongs, guys, by the way. And I'm going to do the return fixture of the Carabao Cup day after tomorrow for Liverpool Fulham. Played Fear to Fathom? No, I've not even heard of that game. Ooh. Unlucky pass, rebound straight back into Wolves' direction. Cunha lays off Neto. Uh, Not the best pass by Pedro Neto there. He didn't really see where he was, but busy with studies. No problem, but all good. All good. It's been really slow anyway, man. It doesn't really make a difference if I'm being honest with you. They were not the games I would like to do watch alongs with, but I ended up doing a bunch of watch alongs that basically those are the only options, so I couldn't really watch much. Been pretty slow 2 weeks. Horror role playing game. Not my genre, but I normally hear about it, these games, but I didn't hear about this one. Oh, did you get the news about the Assassin's Creed game? Oh, ho, ho, ho. We got some fantastic news about the new Japanese Assassin's Creed game. Very excited. Very excited. 45% win probability for Brighton. 25% for Wolves. That's not bad, man. 30% draw possibility. You'll take those. My favorite one is Valhalla. Buddy, come on, man. You know how long the Assassin's Creed fan base has been waiting for a Japanese one? I'm telling you right now, okay? I'm telling you right now. This will be the most anticipated and most sold out game of the Assassin's Creed franchise. I don't know how good the game's going to be, but mark my words, they will sell the most copies on the first week. I don't know how do they go by it. They go by first week, first day sales, whatever. It's going to break those records. Mark my words. It's going to break those records. If you'd like to know the little bits of information I know, then I shall tell you, but I'm not going to talk about video games otherwise, just in case other people aren't interested. I'm sure it's publicly available through leaks and all, but I just found it today by complete chance. Arib's not a fan of horror games, I guess. Ooh, here we go. Back flick. Ooh, the direction of the back flick was the problem there. That was a great idea there by Mateus Cunha. Definitely go ahead. So, you remember how Mirage, which, okay, so I'll lay a little bit of a, I'll give you some context to this discussion because I don't know if anyone's played Mirage. I have actually not played Mirage, although I'm very excited to play Mirage because I like that timeline and I always liked stuff about Arabia as well, means Arab countries. So when I get it, I'll be excited. It's the only Assassin's Creed I haven't played really. Only GTA 6 can break all records. No, Arib, I am saying it's going to break the Assassin's Creed franchise record because the fan base has been clamoring for a periodical Japanese Assassin's Creed game. Just watch it, and if they have a good collector's edition, or I'm pretty sure they might sell all the collector's editions. They might have to make more. I'm telling you, that's the hype for Japanese Assassin's Creed games. Ooh, that was close. They're fed in by Welbeck. Anyway, I'll go ahead. Ooh, Jose Sa's down though. I think he took a shot to the head there on the follow through. Um, so Mirage was supposed to be a DLC for from Valhalla. Okay, but then they decided to scrap that and make it a fully functional GTA game. It just they had to rejig it to make it a fully functional GTA game. Sorry, Assassin's Creed game. So in comparison, Valhalla's map is significantly bigger than Mirage's map. Therefore, there was less things to do. Therefore, there was less gameplay ability over time. Non-story mode gameplay, I should say. So what happened is, now I don't know if you guys know this, but I believe Odyssey has the largest map for a game. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's Odyssey. It's the Greek one. I think, yeah. Odyssey. So apparently, the Japanese one is going to have twice the size of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and it's not going to be bloated because apparently the complaint for the Odyssey game was it was very bloated. So yes, twice the game, the map for Assassin's Creed Code Red. That's what's the name right now. Twice the map of a place that people have been wanting to play in this fan base for at least 6 7 years. The people are going to go mental, man. Mark my words. The people are going to get mental. Our history is perfect for Valhalla franchise, but we all know the audience. Exactly, man. Someone was telling you know what's the funny thing? Someone was telling me God of War should do a Hindu mythology game. I was like, you're crazy. They would never they wouldn't sell one copy and all the copies would have been burnt. That Sony Santa Monica studio would have been cancelled. The outrage would have been crazy when someone said we should do a Hindu mythology. Like there were leakers and like content creators saying, I wonder what God of War was going to do next. This was before, this was when they thought that this current God of War after Ragnarok would have a new mythology. So they were like, there were so many cool mythologies out there, like Hindu and all. I'm like, oh boy, terrible take, ladies and gentlemen. That game's not going to go very far in production. I was shocked to learn GTA made 1 billion in just 3 days back in 2013. Wonder what GTA 6 would do in 2025. Probably the kind of money we'll never see in our life, Arib, unless you marry someone really filthy rich. Okay, that looked like a very awkward looking foul on Sarabia. It'd be perfect for the Assassin's Creed franchise. Yeah, yeah. So, oh, and one more fun fact. I don't know if you're like excited about that extended map thing. You want to play some other Sony games in it, so you stay away from us. That one. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I think they are quite a what's the funny thing, Danish? I think they are very well aware of that. I think they're just very well aware of that. But people were just telling I was watching leakers. I don't think they're quite aware of how it works in our country because they're mostly European and American leakers. But I was like, yeah. What I would have recommended is do Egypt. Oh, Egypt would be fun. God of War Egypt. Ooh, that'd be balling. Oh, and the other piece of information I found out is apparently NPCs in the Japanese game. NPCs in the Japanese game, if you attack them, innocent ones, they apparently are going to fight back. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but the NPCs will fight back in Assassin's Creed Codename Red, which I think is actually good because a lot of people like to do this random killing thing. Just I don't know why. I guess they get bored or frustrated or something. Yeah, not going to be able to necessarily do that. God of War Pharaohs. I like that. I like that a lot. Cross comes in, Van de Hecker closes. Onana's doing it for Cameroon too. Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, Equatorial Guinea just beat Ivory Coast 4-0. Dude. I don't think anyone would have called that. Otherwise, they're lying. I don't think anyone would have called Equatorial Guinea. That's the NPCs that female protester in Red Dead Redemption 2. Ooh, just went wide there. Pedro Neto just went around the goal. Close one, close one. Yeah, so those are the pieces of news I had for you guys if you were interested. Apparently, the NPCs will fight back, innocent ones. and twice the map of Valhalla. I thought Assassin's Creed Valhalla was a pretty big map, man, especially if you weren't traveling around by boat. I thought it was actually a really big map. So now that's going to be twice the size of Valhalla. It's nice to see Ubisoft give the people what they want. That's all I'll say. Did you play Avatar's Frontiers of Pandora? No, dude, I don't have a PS5 and I don't think it's available on the PS4. But no, I have seen the game. The game looks nice, but apparently it's very tedious to search for the stuff. No, it's very, isn't it a bit like Far Cry? You have to like search for stuff and things. Like for, for stuff to make, create. Apparently, searching for that on side quests and all are quite tedious, I've been told. I'm currently playing Hogwarts Legacy. Have fun. Should come with some story of World War One, World War Two. Wait, what are you talking about? Assassin's Creed? Man, that's too early, man. Like that's too early. Sorry, that's too late. Like, how are they gonna do all those mad parkour moves, dude? I don't know. I mean, eventually they'll move that way. They will move that way. Ubisoft should focus on Ghost Recon franchise. Nah, I'm okay with that. Focusing on the Assassin's Creed franchise, mostly because I don't play Ghost Recon. Hogwarts Legacy looked like a lovely game, I have to admit. It looked like a very, very nice game. Okay. Pervis Stupinian and Pascal Gross on the free kick. Call of Duty, man. Sorry. Maybe COD should come up with. Oh, sorry. I didn't see the COD part, Arib. So Arib, I'm going to tell you something. Fun fact about me. I buy Call of Duty games only if they are in World War One or World War Two settings, only to play the story mode. That's it. And yes, you're right. That is a waste of money. It is. I agree, especially on PS4. But I always had a fascination for World War One, World War Two stories. So I buy the games. Terrible reason to, quite honestly, because the whole point of buying COD is the online multiplayer. But yes, I would be very down for that. COD Modern Warfare 3 is good. So I'm not a Call of Duty guy, man, but I appreciate the graphics and the people's ability to play that game because I feel like I'm getting motion sickness with all that spinning around and shooting, dude. So I tip my cap off to people who can play that game comfortably. For me, it's a bit jarring, especially when you play FIFA. It's completely different that way, you know. Paying 5K for no, well, it's not 5K on PS4. No, it's 3.5, maybe four sometimes, depending. But yeah, again, like I said, I only buy it for if it's World War One, World War Two. I don't really buy them. So, but yes, not a good idea. I completely agree, and that's quite honestly why I enjoy FIFA because I know I can play it the whole year round, or at least most of the year round. Today, this time we got the game in October. I can play it till maybe July before it gets boring. Then August, September. Normally last week September the game comes out. So at least for 10 months you can play that game, especially if there is things to play for. Did you play old games like Medal of Honor, like war games? I played the old World War One and Two based games of COD. I've played those. I don't remember which are the names though. And I always thought they had a continuation story mode because they had like this map where they tell you the date and the time and you pushing through to beat the Axis, sorry, the opposition, Germany and Japan in World War II. But that game, I don't know. I guess they didn't continue that story mode, or it's yet to be continued. But that's the last Call of Duty game I played. It was a World War II one. Campaign mode was like showing you doing stuff like going to Scandinavia and Norway and stuff like things like that. So yeah, Medal of Honor I've not played though. No. Any luck with the team of the year cards? So Danish, what I'm doing is I'm waiting for the whole team to come out. I have saved packs for the whole team, so I'm waiting for the whole team to come out. I want to do that Bruno Fernandez, and I want to do Sava when she comes out. And then I want to see whatever fodder I have left because I was thinking that Maldini looks good, but right now I can't commit to investing into Maldini, unfortunately. God's fascination with this futuristic punk ass themed games is weird. I remember the old COD pass, they were much better. I think it's three different. Okay, wait. So Areeb and Satya might know this better than me, but I don't want to speak out of turn. But if I'm not mistaken, COD is divided into three development teams, right? One is Treyarch, and there are like maybe one or two more. It's either two or three teams. So every alternate year, the I guess you could call the production house changes who makes the COD game. So I think one set of companies make that futuristic one. I also don't like it, but then again, listen, man, I'm not playing online, so it doesn't really matter if I like it or not. It really doesn't. I have two COD games in my library, Black Ops 2 and COD Ghosts. Yeah, so as I was answering your question, Danish, I'm waiting for the whole team to be released. The whole team, honorable mentions, everything. Because it'll increase my chance to pack that high rated fodder. And I need that high rated fodder because I want to do Bruno Fernandez. Homare Sava, I think I have to do. Oh, what was that shot by Paulo Sarabia? What was that shot? Let's see what happened with Cunha. Ooh, oh wow, that happened right in front of the referee. What's wrong with him? The referee ran right next to them and he didn't see it. Yeah, they were running right in front of each other. Oh, he got one on the ears. Watching the replay. Out of all TOTY cards, I want Herbs. That would be nice. Tomorrow the defenders come out, right, for 2 days, and then on 26th everything comes out. 12th player pick, 12th man player pick. Who did you pick, Danish? Two came out today, no? One for the men, one for the women. I think your best chance of packing a TOTY would be Oberdorf. Oberdorf. And if Pop wins, you might get Pop. Pop is very, very packable throughout the game. I packed Oberdorf and Pop the most. So if Pop wins it and you start opening packs when the whole thing releases, I think the best chance to get one would be Pop or Oberdorf. Oh, here we go. Brighton. Oh, good last ditch defending there by Dawson. Oh, but Welbeck was offside. I tried to play, but my Wi-Fi was out for service, so didn't check. Oh, all the way back to the Brighton keeper, Van Heck. It's Stupinian. Yeah, so the 12th person is Pop. Oh God, I forgot who it was. The 12th man is Ronaldo, Valverde, and Trent. That is the 12th man for the men's. For the women's, it is Banini. Oh, I know who it is. It's Banini, Olga Carmona, and Pop. That's it. Those are the 12th persons picks, men and women. Federico Valverde, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Those are your options. Should you choose Pop, I think out of the players most easily packable if you have the fodder, I think Pop and Trent are the easiest to pack so far. I've packed more Trent and Pop than I have packed anybody else. I have packed Gold Ronaldo and Valverde, but they are very difficult. Carmona also is easy to pack because she's very low rated. But Panini, I guess I packed even. But Pop for the overall Pop, I've packed a lot. What brand are you using? Looks good. Wait, what are these? Are you asking me what brand are these? Uh, Skull Candy. I don't know how I've had them for over 2 years actually. Oh wow, they're through. Oh no, no, they should have passed it to Pedro. There was so much space there for him. Hey, why did he pass out to Estupinian? There was so much space to thread it through back post. Doherty sees it out. I have Samsung buds for 3 years. I was planning to buy new ones. Any suggestion? Listen, man, I'll tell you this right now, right? I wouldn't change it unless I have a reason to change it. So, Arib, I haven't changed these because I don't have a reason to. That's about it. If yours are failing, now change it. Otherwise, don't just spend the money, bro. You never know down the line what you might want to buy later. I know earbuds are not expensive, but still, I would say if nothing's wrong with them, don't change them just yet. But if you were to change them, I would say get these, man. They come in nice little charging case. Come with a nice cool logo. You can get a different color. Obviously, it has a nice yellow trim there. It's quite neat. You don't have to wear them all the time. You can carry that in your pocket if you have big pockets in your jeans or whatever, and you carry a bag everywhere. They're not bulky. They're super light. So yeah, they're really worth the money I spent, man. I think I spent like $1,500 on them over 2 years ago. I got it after the first lockdown sometime then. I'll have a coffee. Throat is the thing today is starting to hurt a little. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, the AKG headphones from my S9 I used, even though they were not wireless, they were really good quality, man. The collaboration with AKG for the flagship phone back then was nice. I had a terrible pass there. Lamina giving the ball away. Mario Lemina's father passed away, I think, a couple of weeks back after Christmas. So he's back after taking some leave. Stupinian skips past one, lays it off to Milner. All the way back to Steele again. Yeah, so exactly, bro. You don't need to change it, Arif. I'll be honest with you. If there's nothing wrong with them, don't change them yet. Do not change them yet because it does make sense. And mine weren't even wireless. They were the wired ones in the S9 during when I got the S9. Pretty and the lovely braided rope around the wire to protect it from bending and snapping internally. Very well done. I've not heard the AKG wireless ones with the new flagship phones, but the AKG quality is very good. Ooh, here we go. Ciao Pedro through. He ran out of area. Nice flick there. Tillman with a block. That was crazy. Why Nokia earbuds, the Snapdragon audio very nice. Like I said, man, if you don't need to, don't buy them just yet. If anything, wait till something goes wrong with them. Wolves are not getting a real opportunity to make a play at the moment. I will soon. I will soon. Yeah. Foul on Buonanotte. No problem. Bro, in second half, you should stream Atletico game. I'll have it side by side, dude. I have no problem watching it. No problem. I'll have it side by side. This game is boring. thing is, the thing is, I normally I would disagree with you, but I thought this game was going to be exciting. And don't get me wrong, there have been opportunities on both ends, and Brighton have been playing lovely football. It just happens to be nil-nil, man. Like genuinely, the game's actually been not that bad. I'll tell you what makes it worse, though. I'll tell you what makes it worse. Uh, what makes it worse, Satya, is the fact that it's nil-nil. Even if this was 1-1, this game would have been even more fun to watch. But unfortunately, it's not at the moment. But believe me, there's been some good football being played by Brighton, like really good. Now that they've got Estupinian back, no, and João Pedro's playing more games, they're looking even better now. Which phone do you use now? I still use the S9, buddy. Still use it. Like I said, I don't change anything unless they go. And I'll tell you something funny. The other day, I went to go to the Samsung showroom for some kind of stuff, and the guy told me, "What's wrong with my phone? What's wrong with your phone?" I'm like, "What's wrong with my phone?" He's like, "The screen burns on it." I'm like, "Okay, that's because I put the brightness up too much, and my phone's old." He's like, "Your phone is so old." I was looking for a part for my S9. He's like, "We don't have S9 parts anymore." We don't. What the hell was Dawson doing there? He stepped over him and kicked him and hit him in the face. Assistant coach got a yellow card. You'll find S9 parts in the museum. Bro, listen, but that's what I'm trying to say, Ari. My phone works perfectly fine. He told me I should change my phone because it has screen burns. I'm like, bro, it's got screen burns because I use the brightness way too much, which I know I shouldn't do. But it's a culmination of my phone being old plus the screen burns now. There's nothing wrong with my phone. My phone actually works perfectly fine. And the guy's telling me you should buy a new phone. I'm like, yeah, sure, bro. You give me 1.5 lakhs, I'll buy the newest one. This is mad, dude. Like, I get it, right? I get it. Like, I will have to change my phone. I'm not crazy. But changing my phone when nothing's wrong with it doesn't make sense to me. Now, I'll tell you a really fun fact. My previous phone was the S4. And then I bought the S9 2 months after the S10 came out. And I got it for half the price. And now S9 is S24 has come out, and I have and I got the S9 when the S10 came out, right? So 20, 21, 22, 23, and now 24. I've had my phone for over 5 years. Works perfectly fine. There's no issues. Discontinued 2019. Yeah, but bro, the parts weren't discontinued though, Satya. Apparently, the parts have been discontinued very recently. When I went to the showroom, that's what they said at least. Yep, S4, then S9, and then let's see what's the next one. But here's the thing, dude. I had to act, but in actually my S4 would have lasted longer. Yeah, no, seriously, it was the S phone would have lasted longer, but I'll tell you what the problem was. The problem was it fell down once, and it hit the corner on the top. Boom! Full screen had a whatever. Hold on. Full screen had a crack like that, and then the crack started getting bigger to the point where I couldn't see the screen clearly. So yeah, that's the reason I had to change it. The phone was also working fine until that point. But yeah, Matthews Cunha got a yellow card there. You will buy S27 with S30 S3. Dude, it was literally 2 months after the S10 came out. Halftime. All right, let's see what's going on in the other game. Oh my God, Matheus Cunha got a red card. Did Matheus Cunha get a red card? Crazy, crazy scenes at the end. Oh my God! Don't tell me they're doing this at the back still. Are they still arguing with the? Oh my God! They are cornering the referee in the inside. Bro, just go on. You'll all get red cards, you idiots. My God, they're losing their mind. They're the Wolves players. Matheus Cunha is gonna get a red card if he doesn't behave himself. He really is. Okay, let's see what's going on. Napoli, Inter Milan. Don't watch any team that buys Lukaku, especially after what we did. Granada, Atletico. Ooh, is Alvaro Fernandez playing? Wait, Alvaro Fernandez? No, it is Alvaro Fernandez. I don't want to. Hold on a minute. Granada, Atletico. Granada, Atletico. Oh, it's nil-nil here too. Never thought I'd watch an Atletico Madrid game, but here we are. Yellow card it was. Let's see what the lineups. I want to see what the lineups are. Oh, here we go. Dives a lot. Hold on. I want to see what the lineups are. So, these are the only two big games going on today. Oh wait, hold on. What's going on here? Egypt's playing. Egypt's losing. Egypt is nil-nil with Cape Verde. Not very good without Salah, are you guys? Nil-nil. Ghana beating Mozambique 1-0. All right. Don't need too much detail on that. See, the lineup is Granada, Ricard Sanchez, Bruno Mendes, Ignacy Miquel, Carlos Neva, Augusto Batala, Bataja, depending on how you want to pronounce it, Gerard Gumbau, Sergio Ruiz, Alonso Gonzalo Villar, Brian Zaragoza, Mirto Uzuni. That's an interesting name. Lucas Boye. For Atletico Madrid, Antoine Griezmann. Oh God, Morata. I forgot he plays there. Rodrigo Riquelme, Saul Niguez, Pablo Barrios, Marcos Llorente, Nahuel Molina, Mario Hermoso, Axel Witzel, who plays centre back apparently nowadays. Stefan Savage. Did he used to play for Man City? It was a long time ago. Jan Oblak was the captain. Oh, I want to see who's on the bench. My God, Jose Callejon still plays football? He's on the Granada bench. Okay, neither of my guys are on the bench. That makes me a little sad. But okay. Chaglar Soyuncu. What a terrible buy for Atletico Madrid. Xavi Galan, Koki, Rodrigo de Paul, Angel Correa. Man, why are all the good players sitting on the bench? It's interesting. the lineup for this match. Okay, back to the comments, to the chat. I mean, you'll buy S27 with S30 S30. I might, dude. I might, based on how good the S27 is, and how long it's going to last. You know what? I don't think phones are going to last that long in the future anyway, man. I got really lucky with my two phones. I'll tell you that much. I don't think a lot of people's phones last that long. I just took a little abnormally good care of it, if I'm being honest with you. I genuinely don't think people's phones last 5 years. And I honestly think people don't want to have a phone for 5 years as well. So it works out for those people. For me, I only replace my stuff when something's wrong with it. I don't see the point for me otherwise, personally. If nothing's wrong with it, you know what they say, no? If it's not if it's not broke, don't fix it. But the Samsung series special, whatever anyone says, I like to think so, man. I think they're super durable phones for how skinny they become over the years. Buy Google Pixel this time. I've been using the 6A for a year now. I was thinking of upgrading Pixel 7, but don't have money. Bro, you shouldn't upgrade every year, man. I'll be honest with you. You shouldn't upgrade it every year, even if you did have money, Arif. I'll be honest. Mark my words, in the future, phones aren't going to last as long as they used to. Yellow card it was. Yeah. I don't think phones are going to last as long as they once did anyway. But every year, I don't think you need to change it just yet, man. Maybe in the future it'll get that bad, but I don't. Right now, I don't think so. At least. Diego Simeone on his knee, on his haunches, sitting down, stressing himself out. Foul by Savage. Oh, I just saw Trivela shot there. Sorry, not a Rabona shot. Players are warming up. First half already. Wow. Ricard crosses. Ooh, heads it back. That could have been dangerous. Oh, Atletico Madrid are resting players. Love their confidence. Corner for Granada. I mean, that was just a terrible pass by Oblak, wasn't it? Terrible pass by Oblak. Oh, block. Half time. Wow, no stoppage time at all. That's interesting. No stoppage time whatsoever. Ad for the OnePlus, man. Looks nice. The ad looks nice, I mean. 23rd. Oh, it's today. The launch event. Very nice ad, I have to say. Second half's going to start soon. God, Cunha, keep your head together, buddy. Keep your head together. There we go. The boys are coming out. Second half coming up soon. Second half about to start. There we go. Second half started. Oh, Neto's through. Neto's through. Pulls it back. Shoots. Oh! Oh my god, that would have been instant impact. 27 seconds into the game. Doyle straight to Neto. Shields off Estupinian. Quite easily, actually. Puts it back. Cunha, first shot. Second shot stretches around Van Hecker. I don't know what Van Hecker was doing. He was ball watching, basically. Skies it. Ooh, the ball goes back to a Brighton player. Foul. Ooh, they're being feisty already, huh? Feisty game already. Jack Hinchelwood. Yeah. Jan Paul Van Hecker. No changes, it seems. No changes for Brighton. Nope, no changes. Jason Steele, light touch. Any changes for Wolves? No changes for Wolves either. Nope, no changes for Wolves. Brighton keeping the ball, advancing the ball up the pitch slowly through string of passes, trying to pull out the Wolves players out of position whilst maintaining their position and possession. Oh, feed it through Gilmore. Oh my god, Welbeck was open there. What was that? What was that, Gilmore? I mean, Welbeck makes a lovely run down the middle and he kicks the ball nowhere really. Feeds it through Estupinian. Cross comes in. Blocked by Kilman. Cross comes in Brighton. Ooh. Awkward looking clearance there. Oh, yet the shot. Ball was kicked upwards in a clearance kind of motion. And yeah, Nelson Semedo just slammed the ball into him. Jose does a nice job of like just giving him a little water. Crowd popped for it. Very happy about that. Ball goes all the way back to Sa. Jose Sa with the fake shot. Oh my god. Totti's clearance was not the best there. Should have just kicked it directly instead of trying to one tap it. On through. Oh, here we go. Doherty opens self up. Passes it to nobody really because Cunha dropped it deep to help him out. Go Brighton on the break. Oh, what a beautiful ball. Pedro's open. Oh, what a block. What a block. What a pass. What a layoff by Danny Welbeck, though. What a layoff by Danny Welbeck. João Pedro may have taken too much time there, to be honest. But still, what a block. Nice pass there by Steele to Gilmore. Oh, what a move. Here we go, Brighton. Pedro lays it off. Hinchelwood. Oh, oh, wow. Almost looked like it was going in for an own goal there. Hinchelwood with the cross. Slides it. Oh, it rebounds off his knee. Ooh, that would have been really harsh. That would have been really harsh. Ooh, laser off network. Are you into the corporate? No, Arif. I used to. I have my own little businesses, family-run business. Yeah. What about you, Arif? What are you doing? What are you doing in chilly Kanpur? Hey, the weather's actually a little bit colder today. We're going to go down to 19 degrees, which I suppose to you would have been a very, very pleasant weather for the night. At least it's a night. It's a little more back and forth. Oh, here we go. Wolves on the break now. We go Neto. Neto's dragging it down further. Ooh. Oh, he tried to cut it back, but Steele's trailing hand stopped it. If I think if Steele's hand wasn't there, it would have gone in. Oh my God, it would have gone in. So basically, he tried to cut it back, but it's kind of slips. Oh my God, it could have gone in. That would have been very frustrating for someone else. Family business, nice, 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 nice. It's nice, man. It's nice. Like, there's a lot less stress working for someone else in one way, but there's a lot more freedom working for yourself in another way. You know, it's more stressful to work for yourself because if your business doesn't run, you're screwed. But working for someone else, constantly having to listen to them, man, it's its own challenge. Let's be polite. It's its own challenge. And sometimes people don't want to have that challenge. Like, I didn't want to have that challenge. So, Welbeck, is it off Pedro? Is Stupinian's overlapping? Don't know where that cross was going. It was really not going anywhere, to be honest. Others saying it's a diminishing business, wants me to postgraduate into MBA. Upon Kutka Malik until everything is all right. Yeah, family says it's a diminishing business. What is the business, dude? Why is it diminishing business? If you don't mind me asking, please don't feel obligated to answer. If you don't want to answer, that's also perfectly fine. I'm just curious as to what is this diminishing business. But you manufacturers in less in demand down, so maybe you wouldn't even know what I'm talking about. We have been into business in 1916s. I am fourth generation. 1960s. Ooh. Neto has lots of time there. Oh, he has so much time there. Not sure if you know those metal trunks in which people used to keep their stuff. We handle we make handles of all sorts for that. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're talking metal trunks. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. So it's chest handle. No. I have them, dude. I believe I have a couple of those actually. I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay. Well, I don't know if it's a diminishing business, dude, but I understand what your dad means, I suppose. Chest handles. Chest handles for trunks people used to travel with back in the old days, Satya. That's what it is. Totally get it. I can see why dad wants you to study. I mean, listen, man, if you want to study, it's fine. If you don't want to study, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. But if he's saying maybe you should study and have a backup, maybe it's a good thing. Because normally people in the family are more than happy to want their children to work with them. But if he's telling you, then maybe you should consider it, I guess. I know exactly what you're talking about. Steel trunks, man. I know exactly what you're talking about. My dad used to tell me when people used to travel to places, especially in boats, in steamships, people used to carry their luggage that way when they used to travel. I know exactly what you're talking about. I have a little family business, Satya. A little bit of a family business. We got Tariq Lamptey is being brought on. Hello, Nitesh. Nitesh, I was going to ask you a question. I think at this point, if Girona win the league, it might be just as impressive as Leicester winning the league. What are your thoughts? Not flexing, but at this state, also our margins are more than those of what these companies show emphasis packages of. But yeah, father believes you might face challenges. Listen, man, I don't see what's the harm, dude. Get a little backup. Yeah, if your dad's okay with it, then it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, most people can't. they want to study and the parents don't let them and they tell them to join the family business. If your dad's doing the opposite, take advantage of it. Yeah, what's the harm? What's the worst that can happen? Nothing. So go for it. Yeah, why not? Did you watch the Madrid match? They got favored by referees. Winning goal should be cancelled. Uh, yeah, man. Listen, I hear you, but considering the way how to put this, considering the way refs are, I'm not really that surprised one way or the other. Like West Ham should have gotten a penalty the other day. West Ham didn't get a penalty. They would have won, and they would have been, further up in the league. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. This VAR thing is a very sensitive subject for everybody here. Quite honestly. Hello, Jensen. Good evening. So quite an entertaining game, isn't it? And as long as it stays nil-nil, we all benefit from it because if Brighton win, Chelsea, Newcastle, us, we all go down a spot further. We go. Gilmore, Stupinian. Shit, refereeing favored us yesterday. Trust me, we'll lose because of that only one day. Yeah, I'm not making any fuss. But here's the thing, dude. Shit refereeing or not shit refereeing, it happens quite literally. It happens every week in the Premier League. Literally yesterday, West Ham should have got a penalty towards the end of the game. There were two red cards. There was already one penalty now, and then Bowen should have gotten a penalty as well. Pretty bad. What's been going on here? Third of the game left. Yeah, maybe I'm probably. Nitesh, I literally asked you that question 5 minutes ago. Were you not listening? I literally messaged you and I literally said that to you. Thiago Motta is a United manager next season. No, thank you, buddy. Please, no. Thiago Motta, what are we going to play? 3-7-1? But what was that ridiculous formation he came up with? 2-9-2-9-2-0-9. What was that? Bro, please, man. We've been jacked enough. We don't need to get further jacked by managers doing weird stuff. Can you imagine? My God, help me. Whatever weird formation he came up with, that was frightening. Let me check. What was it? It was some absurd sounding formation. The old PSG legend, Thiago Motta. What's it called? Sorry. 272. Yeah. Yeah. No, no thanks. No thanks. Only Lord Graham Potter can say Man United. Also, no thanks. 272. Oh my god, I wanted to cry. 272, dude. What kind of madness is that? 272 formation. You said equal. You said entire. No, I read the reason you meant, dude. But quite honestly, I'm going to say no, and I'll explain why. The entire Leicester team was a bunch of rejects and old people, whereas the Girona team is actually quite a young and lively team in relativity. Yeah. Okay then, Vlahovic to United. Sure, that is more acceptable. Tuchel, yeah. I mean, listen, man. If he manages to survive this season, I think they're gonna give him one more season, man. I'm not even making a joke. I don't know if that's the best idea or not, but might be that way. But I still think the achievement would be quite honestly the achievement will be quite legendary, Nitesh. I have to be either way. Whether you think it's a bigger achievement or not. I think it will be just as good. What do you think will save Baldy season? Baldy. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about the answer myself, but fifth place Champions League spot probably, Johnson. I think that's the only thing can save it because gotta be honest. Depending on where we finish, I would be very surprised if he makes it after this season. Rashford FC. Oh, good lord. Already a dangerous name. Thoughts on the new CEO Omar Berarda? Um, don't know about you, Rashford FC, but I am of the belief nowadays that I rather wait and see than get too excited. I know that might sound like a negative thing, but people get too gassed, and then when we get disappointed, we moan and groan. I think on paper, it looks like we stole a very important member of the Man City family. So there is a lot of bragging rights in that. But honestly, I think um, wait, hold on. There's a lot of questions coming. Hold on. No, he was not. Nitesh, behave yourself, man. Okay, y'all are the ones who poached him from Barcelona. Don't make up this weird stuff now. But listen, either way, man. Like I told Nitesh yesterday, Rashford FC, I am hesitant, but positive. I will be positive because if he can start making changes, it'll be good. It looks like we're going to get Ashworth and Mitchell in as well. So if there's going to be multiple people surrounding the functioning of this club, I'll be positive about it, man. So Rashford FC, I think that's my thoughts on it. I am hesitant, but I'm positive. But I'm not going to overdo it, man. I want to see what happens. He's going to join only at the beginning of at the end of this season. So let's see what he can put in place. Hopefully, he's working in the background. I know he can't work in. I hope he can't. I mean, I hope he can do something in the background while the season's going on. But I don't know how much he could possibly do. Bad foul on João Pedro there. Mourinho was in Barcelona. Wonder why. I wonder why. Ethan, you know what referee said to Real Madrid halftime? Never give up. Look how positive they are, Nitish. How sweet of the refs. That is your opinion, but what do you think the bar is the bar the owners have set? Man, I think the owners told him you got to get Europa, no matter what. If you can't get Europa, I think honestly they don't seem like the people who have set any bars. It just looks like they're gonna just sack him if they have to. Quite honestly. But if you ask me what might save his job, it will be fifth place Champions League guarantee saving his job. But apart from that, I don't know, man. I don't know. I have to be honest. That is a fantastic question. Your retort was perfect because it's really got me thinking now. What do you think the owners or the partial owners have bar has been set? Uh, I can't see below Europa League, man. I can't see it. It was if it's below if he still has a job and we're not even in the Europa League, I'll be shocked. Absolutely shocked. United fans think Man City are cheater except an executive members join Manchester United. Bro, I don't know about all that, man. See, I'll tell you what I do know, Nitesh. First, a lot of Manchester United. What was I going to say? Omar a puppet? No, he's not, Jensen. He's really not. Go, you can go see your CV for himself, man. For yourself, I mean. You can go see it. He's definitely not. He spent 10 years in Barcelona and then 10 years in Man City, bro. You know anyone who works at high level management for 10 years and he's just a puppet? Nitesh is not very happy that that has happened, and fair enough. I can understand why he isn't. Apparently, Man City themselves are not happy about this move. It is what it is, man. I'm not going to get too gassed about it, quite honestly, Jensen. Nitesh is clearly not happy about it, which I totally understand. In fact, when Nitesh asked me about it, I told him I'm not like I'm not. I didn't even brag to him. I'm like, man, let's see what he can do. There's no point bragging about a signing of management. Like, what do I do with that? I can't do anything with that information. The only thing I can do with that information is see what he will do in the new season. Right now, we just have a new employee as far as I'm concerned. Yes, he's an employee who's worked in two of the biggest clubs in the world for about 10 years each. But I don't know what he's going to do for my club. So we have to wait and see, man. I'm not getting too gassed about any of this. I'll be honest with you. United fans think Man City are cheaters, except. Okay, so I'll be honest with you, Nitesh. I think a lot of people are skeptical about it. You say that, but I don't think it's like that at all, Nitesh. I think a lot of people were very skeptical that these charges now, with what Richard Masters says, which a date is set, but cannot be revealed or whatever he said. A lot of people are saying he's jumping ship and all, and he could be jumping ship. But from what we have told, I heard Romano even say it recently. Oh, Neto's through. Cross comes in. Oh my God! It misses everybody. Placed it in for a clear tap in. Oh, unlucky Wolves. I like this red though. This red looks nice. Um, Unlucky Wolves there. Unlucky Wolves there. Ooh, Bellegarde with some moves over there. Oh, Pedro Neto in disbelief. No one followed through with the run there. Great cross coming in. So, what was I saying? Uh, yeah, apparently they have done a background check, and he apparently is not related to. He's not related to any of the charges. But who knows? Who knows, Nitesh? I'm not even going to, like I said, I'm not going to get too gassed, man. But apparently he is clear of all charges. He's not responsible for any of the charges. Apparently, I've heard Romano say that even so. You can take his word for it or not. That's completely up to you. I'm not going to change your mind. Ashamed to say I'm a Rashford fan. He's shite. Yeah, well, Rashford FC. I don't know where you're from. I don't think you should be ashamed to be a Rashford fan, but I will tell you this: you shouldn't be surprised that he is shite, because does this thing, unfortunately, where he's good for one season and he's lukewarm or horrible for another, and he's been doing this for the majority of his career. I don't think you should be ashamed of it, because last season no one would have been ashamed of it. I get your frustration, but at the same time, it's like, and it's valid, and he might never be as good as last season. He just might not. That is the fact you have to come to terms with. But I don't think you should be upset, man, because he has been constantly his form fluctuates. He's very grossly inconsistent. So while I understand you're frustrated, I don't think you should be that surprised, man. I don't think so. I'm not surprised, at least. Why can't Adani buy United? Probably because he's not interested, Satya. Like, Indian football team owners abroad have not been, who have not done a really good job. Blackburn Rovers was bought by Wankies, and they got oh Cunha. Oh no. Oh no. Cunha does all the hard work there, skips past Steele, who gets way out of position there. I don't know what Brighton were doing there. Oh my God, Dunk came out. It couldn't have been offside when it was a pass in the halfway line. Ooh. Oh, he was trying a spectacular that the centre back wasn't coming covering in goal even. He was just watching the ball there. Dangerous. Dangerous. Oh, Brighton were too far forward there, man. I don't know. They were taking a nap, all of them. You think conference won't be enough for them? I think they might take it if they aren't close to top four. But nah, Jensen. I think if he ends up in the conference, he's gone. I'm not even making a joke. The lowest we have finished in the Premier League is sixth, Jensen. Why should Jim Ratcliffe take the lowest ever finish by a Manchester United team ever? in the Premier League. Why should he take that? Why should anyone take that? We finished third last season. How is seventh acceptable? It shouldn't be, man. I'd be very surprised. I'd be very surprised, and quite honestly, I'd be really pissed if we are in the Conference League. I'm not that can sound snobbish, but I'm okay with that because I truly find it unacceptable, man. I just do. No matter how bad we are, man. Oh, here we go. Lemina's through, shoots. Steal with a save. Oh, that was a lovely ball. We don't care. You can poach anyone from team except Pep, Ferran, Shiki, and Khaldun. They are well. We can't poach Khaldun anyway, dude, and you know why. Ferran, I don't know about that. Pep's gonna not resign anyway, buddy, and I don't think he would coach us anyway. So can't poach Pep, and we definitely can't poach Ferran. Sorry, and Khaldun Al Mubarak. We definitely can't poach them, Nitesh. So I don't think that's ever going to happen. Because I don't think we would even try, quite honestly. Oh my God, Cunha made a lovely run there. Where are the players? No one is supporting him, man. He's alone up front. That's frustrating. That has to be frustrating for him. You say we don't care, Nitesh, but apparently Man City top management is not happy with this decision. And you know how I know they're not happy with this decision, Nitesh? Because if they didn't care, he could have started working straight away. And I'm talking about straight away. But they have made an agreement that you can only work there from next season. I guess it's in the contract or it was agreed upon. So yeah, apparently Man City is not happy about this move. I get it if the fans don't care, that's perfectly fine, but management definitely cares. Ooh, foul on Neto. Foul on Neto. Oh, this game's getting feisty now. 10 minutes left. Let's see the foul. Okay, I don't think it was that bad, but all right. I think players like Rashford and Saka have been too comfy in the position. Now, if there isn't another key player to keep them grounded, they lose interest. It becomes a drag to play. I mean, look at Garnacho, dude. He's put him through his paces. He's either putting him through his paces or he's putting Anthony through his paces because Garnacho is getting game time. So yeah, it's a great point. Same problem we have with Luke Shaw, to be honest with you. And now that Luke Shaw can play centre back, his value suddenly increases even more, whether people like it or not, because he doesn't necessarily have to play left back anymore. Ferran eats 100 Omars in breakfast. Bro, listen, Nitesh, you know what the truth is, dude. You know what the truth is. You know it was an important part of your team building process all these years. I get you're not happy, dude, but now you're saying stuff that makes it sound like you're a hurt ex-boyfriend. Like, and I'm not like taking the piss. I'm not like trying to banter you. I'm being like serious. You know he was an important part of that team. Okay, bro. I don't. Let's be honest, Nitesh. No one survives 7 years at Man City in any facet of top, middle, or lower management unless you're good at your job. Let's be honest, because that's how Man City do business. So you can say that, you can think that it's perfectly fine, but you know what the truth is, man. The truth is that Man City have taken a very important executive from your organization. And listen, man, I could have bragged and I bantered you, but quite honestly, it doesn't make sense because we have not seen him work yet. We know his CV in Barcelona is good. We know his CV in Man City is good, but he's not done anything for us yet. So let's see what he does. So I'm not going to brag about. I know there are people like bragging about it and going, "Yeah, we stole someone from Man City. Ha ha ha! Biggest team in Manchester." And while that still might technically be true because of total number of trophies and whatever, at the end of the day, Man City is a very well run club, and the win is not big. The win is not we are a bigger club. We have taken your top management personnel. The win is we've got good management personnel to start our new season on the right foot. I think that is the real brag about it. Bragging about taking someone from Man City, I mean, it's a small win. We want big wins because we need big wins right now. So whatever work Omar Berrada does for us will be the big win. Bragging about taking him and giving him a job, I mean, I'm not going to brag about that, man. I'm not. There are maybe Man United fans on your like timeline, like jumping and dancing around, and I'm very reserved about my feelings until proven otherwise. Always. So yeah, that's why I can talk shit about Onana because I was never convinced to begin with. Facts. You can see it on day one, match day one of my live streams. Never convinced. Not one game I was convinced with Andre Onana. So anyway, it is what it is. That's besides the point, really. I hear you on the Europe qualification. I just think the new owners will take a different approach or how he dresses the team movement this summer. Don't know how though. Well, apparently, Jensen, they have said that we are not going to keep players here that don't contribute and don't play well and don't have a good showing at the end of the season. So let's see if they're going to stick to their words, man. They're saying a bunch of stuff. They're making a bunch of moves. Let's see if they're going to do it. Also, Nitesh, to answer your other answer the question I was telling you about. Um we're taking Ashworth, who is an important part of Newcastle's strategy at the moment as well. Very pivotal. He's been there for their growth as you have seen them improve the last 2 years. We might get Ashworth as well. So it's not the first football club we're going to poach someone from, man. That's all I'm saying. Don't know how though. Yeah, Jensen don't know how either. Thing about Garnacho is he has no reason to help Rashford keep his spot because he probably thinks he can take it. No, but what happens is he keeps him honest, doesn't he, Jensen? Because now Garnacho's playing on the right because Anthony has not been in the best of form. But when Anthony was playing a little bit better and Rashford was really stinking up the place, he just put Garnacho on the left and played Anthony. So Anthony and Rashford, based on their performances, Garnacho just takes one of their spot. So they have no choice but to kind of get sharper. And now that there's no Palestri and there's Diallo, Ahmad Diallo, believe me when I tell you, don't be surprised if Ahmad Diallo and Garnacho start a game together. Don't be surprised on the wings. Don't be surprised at all. I bet you Hoyland gets more goals when both of them start. You can clip it up. You can remind me later. If Ahmad Diallo and Alejandro Garnacho play with Hoyland, I bet you Hoyland scores more goals. Nathan, I didn't know his name before 3 days. How would I know he was important for Nitesh? I didn't know his name for 3 days, 3 days before either. But I'm telling you right now, Man City is not happy with the move, which means he's clearly an important piece of the puzzle in top management. That's all I can tell you, man. I'm not trying to convince you, dude. Listen, I'm not convinced myself. I'm not trying to convince you. I'm just letting you know that if he was not as important as you think he is, he wouldn't have lasted 7 years. He wouldn't last 7 years. Neto's coming off for Chireva. He's been battered this game, Pedro Neto. Hello, Darren. Hello. Everyone starts somewhere. Do you think Pep never made a coffee for anybody? Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, he's just upset that we have got some important management on our side. He doesn't mean any of this. He's just annoyed, which I totally understand. And he might actually have not heard of him, which is also fine, dude. You know what? Can I tell you something, Nadesh? I don't know if you agree with this or not, but I prefer if I didn't know the name of the of top management people anyway. It means they're doing a really good job. You know why we know Richard Arnold and John Murtaugh's name all the time? Because they're doing a horrible job for us. They do a horrible job for us all the time. All the time they do a horrible job for us. And that's how the fans know their name. I don't want to know Omar Berada's name at all. If we didn't have such bad top management, we probably wouldn't even have known about this Omar Berada signing. We wouldn't have. And the reason you might not know him is because he's doing a fantastic job, which I think is great. I actually wouldn't want to know any of my top management because if they're doing a good job, I don't need to know how badly their name is because I just go, management did a good job getting this and scouting did a good job getting that. And I don't want to know anybody's name, dude. I would have been very happy with that. That's a great sign for the fans of that club. And the only reason his name is being popped out a lot now is because Manchester United bought him. If Dortmund bought him, or Bayern bought him, or Inter bought him, I don't think it would have been even a news article. Nitesh, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, Derain, happy birthday, Derain. Hello. I may see you soon, Derain. I may see you soon. I don't know if you'll be free, but I might see you soon in town in a few short weeks. If we can, I don't know if you can, but if you can, we'll hang out, man. Let's see. I'll confirm with you because I'm not sure. I'm coming. Oh, Jao Pedro, fake shot. Oh, Jao Pedro took too long, man. This is the second time Jao Pedro's taken too long to commit to a shot. Lamptey. Oh, he keeps it in play. I thought that was going for a corner. Gilmore. Oh, that was. I mean, that's the second time Jao Pedro has lost the ball for doing silliness. You're right. It does keep him honest, but I think Anthony would have been taken off the team sheet before Rashi because of the backlash when we froze out Ozil because of laziness. Yeah, I think for a while we did for the backlash of Anthony. You know, when I think Ten Hag just told him go back to Brazil. Dude. We don't need you here. You know, go back to Brazil. You won't be getting game time until something happens. In this case, you know, one way or the other. And that's what happened, right? That's why we were forced to play Rashford and Garnacho like that because, well, he didn't want to play Palestri and Sancho was playing on his PS5, so it was one of those ones. Now that he is back, he's going to keep both of them honest because he can switch either side, and that's, you know what, this is exactly why I wanted Palestri because he can play both sides. So you know, you keep the lazy players honest, if you know what I mean. Nice to see you, fellow January baby. Oh, when's your birthday, Johnson? If anyone asks how Real Madrid achieved 3P, show them yesterday's match. Listen, man. Listen, if you're going to complain about corruption, know that everyone is. You have to. Someone has to take somebody's money to be corrupted. So it's not just Real Madrid, if you know what I mean. Totti with a yellow card. 1 minute left. Oh, 0-0. Exciting game, 0-0. It is what it is. Seventh. Ooh. Nice. Oh, wait, seventh is the Three Kings Feast. That's nice. Well, I don't know if you do Three Kings Feast there, Jansen, but oh wait, I don't know if you celebrate Christmas actually, based on the news you gave me yesterday. So yeah, Three Kings Feast. I don't know what it's called in England. I know it's celebrated everywhere. I think it's just the end of the Advent, isn't it, for us? First week of January marks a feast, and then everyone takes out their decorations. I'm not sure what they call it in England. They probably don't call it what they call it here in Goa. In Goa, we call it the Three Kings Feast. Yeah, that's what we celebrate here. After the Three Kings Feast, like after the Mass of the Three Kings Feast, before sundown, before sunset, we gotta take down our decorations that day. That's the last day you can keep it up. That's what happened. Oh, there's fouls everywhere, and basically the game's over now. 3 minutes extra time. 3 minutes done. Fights all over the place, on the pitch, off the pitch. Bit of a frustrating game for the managers. They both don't look very happy. It's a fun game for the neutrals, though. Even if someone asks how City became so successful, show them by telling City explored FFP rule. Like I said, man. Like I said, there's corruption everywhere, man. You can't just pick this or that. You know, there's corruption everywhere. There's corruption everywhere. Full time. Even they are corrupted. This is why they want to start new league. Man, again, there's corruption everywhere. Dude. There's corruption allegedly. Allegedly. Thank you. He saved me also there. Allegedly. Um, they want to start a new league. Yeah, man. But listen, Inter Milan and AC Milan wanted to start that new league too, but that's because they're bankrupt. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has their reasons, man. Everyone has their reasons. There's corruption up and down the board, man. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. You can pick one team here, one team there, but there's a bunch of corruption going on everywhere through different levels, through different leagues. It's easy to point the finger at one team or not, but that's how it is, man. That's how it is. I'm not making excuses for anyone. I'm just telling you this is how it is. This back and forth thing. Everyone has their reasons for. However, everyone's thinking about the bigger picture. You know, Sometimes the bigger picture is to make your team the best team. Sometimes the bigger picture is to make more money. Sometimes, depends on your motives as well. FFP brought to keep cartel club or to FFP itself is a bogus concept. Yeah, some people would say that, Nitesh. You know what? It's true. Some people would say that. Some people would definitely say that. I don't know how true it is. Anyone becomes successful in Monero without any external investment? I dare you. I'll think on that. I'll think on that, Nitesh. I will think on that. I'll get back to you on the next stream. I will think on that though. Life is about what you, because you will always get. It's a good one. I think on that note, we'll end the stream. That's perfect. Little light-hearted humor before we head out. Perfect. Guys, I will see you for the Carabao Cup Fulham Liverpool match. I'm not watching the Chelsea Middlesbrough match. It's too depressing, I have to be honest with you. Hopefully Chelsea win, but I don't know, man. I thought they should have beaten Middlesbrough at Riverside, so let's see what happens. In the meantime, guys, thank you so much always for joining in. Jensen, Arib, Nitesh. Uh, who else? Who else am I missing? Danish, Derain, Satya, Rashford FC. I think I got everyone there today. Late night, late show. Gaurav, as always, the mods. Thank you for showing up. Stat rhymes. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I shall see you guys for the Liverpool Fulham match, whichever day it is. It's around this time in the night, though, so it's going to be a late kickoff again. In the meantime, guys, enjoy your week. Don't stress. There's no league matches again this week. It's only FA Cup. So if you're in the FA Cup, be a little stressed out. If you're not, you have another weekend off. Congratulations. But yes, crazy how madly non-Almeria fans are crying for yesterday's Real Madrid. Okay, settle down, everyone. You can't, Nathan. You can take as much time as you want. You can almost say Leicester, but now see their position. Yeah, I don't know if it's sustainable, but you can actually be successful, Nitish. That actually proves that they were successful. I don't know if they can be successful at a sustainable period. I think that's a good point, but we'll see, man. We'll see. Listen, man. Like I said, there's corruption everywhere. You can't run from it. You can pretend, but you can't run from it. Anyway, guys, I shall see you for the Liverpool match. Hopefully, we can see Liverpool lose. That would be nice. Let's see what happens, though. Take care, guys. Good night, and I will see you in the next one.